Hey everyone, welcome back to another Factorio episode. This episode I've been trying to keep up with my bots. I have actually purged a lot out of the system. You can see there on the right hand side. Currently got 263 out of 480, so I had over 1,000 before. A lot of them are now being pulled out into these chests. So we've got what, bit over, probably close to 400 bots in this chest alone. The reason for doing that is I'm actively working through trying to upgrade them to the blue level. So this one over here is doing the same. It's pulling a few out. So we've got another couple hundred over here. And while, yes, they're not in the network to be able to deliver stuff, the blue ones are keeping up fairly well. So I'm going to take this 48 and going to add them back into the network. I've been using the ones I'm making here, construction ones, in remote mines. So I've actually got two more robot quarries here. It was one here and one here. This one's picking up this sapphirite, and this one's picking up, there's a little vein of gibbelite and a little bit of crotinium, I think it is, just here. So that's picking that up. And I've done the research that allows me to upgrade the quarry. So I think I can actually just click this over the top of it now. This one over here, I believe, is pretty much done. So I did move the belts because it was running over the top, and there will be some underneath this, but I think it's fairly much not an issue. So these things, you know what? Deconstruct. Tweak. So all of a sudden the bots turn up. I'm going to take them. Just put all the bots on the ground. It's fine. So we do have this little patch here, and I have set up the system over here to make large area mining drills Mark IV. And these things cruise. I mean, look at that. That's quite impressive with how much it puts out. So this will make, look, there's another 100. This will make short work of this last little patch here, all the while giving us a nice little boost to our ores coming in. Again, done another one. I've moved this one because you can see there's that patch of bobmonium missing now. But this down here it's not providing heaps, if you know what I mean. It's okay, it's just not amazing. Whoops, I still have my automatic tree cutter in my inventory. Whoopsie. Okay, so done a little bit of upgrading in terms of some of our processes. I have disabled this guy for the moment because I was running low on plastic, and I was trying to work out why the robots weren't being made quick enough. And it turned out that this whole system down here had broken because I'd forgotten to put filter inserters here. So this guy had gotten to a point where it had broken tool heads, and it had put them in here, and that's it, everything stopped. So this is running again. We are now back to getting plastic. Still, Unicomp's still being used somewhere up here. It's still being used in places around the base, but plastic is good. I did have a point where steel was backed up. It is fairly backed up. I had the game running last night. Oh, that's a yellow belt. And I went out and left it running. And everything got to the point where everything was crafted. Most things, it was just the odd bots flying around here and there. Everything here was full. Which was cool, which was very cool. But, you know, we've got a lot of stuff being crafted, and there's still a bunch to do. I have now researched first level of rocketry, because obviously rocketry is required to complete the game. You need to make a rocket silo and send it into space. So I am going to need to unlock all of that. And I've been slowly working my way through trying to make stuff and you know, get to the point where we've got new things to discover. Yeah, right, I'm just going to do that one. So, apologies for the stuttering in the previous episode too. I really don't know what caused the massive amount of usage on my processor at one particular point there, which is why I had to cut the video and put the short little break in it, just while everything caught up. You can see here we're dumping a lot of materials out. Ooh, let's walk around here. I did a change in here, which was what was causing us some grief. The bobmanium was getting backed up. I now have this sort of setup up here where there's a lot of storage inside, and we've now got 3 ore crushers running to process for the area. That's full. It's about half full. I've got what, 4 ultimate stack inserters sitting there. It's not really required the 4, but because we were bringing a lot of bobmanium in down the bottom, and it was getting dropped into this chest, I was struggling to empty this one. So one of the problems there was I didn't have the faster mini loaders here. So let's do that. So I just had the regular mini loader, not the one that I'd upgraded to. So it's working. This is pumping out stereotide as well. That was quick. Anyone else think it was quick? Apparently I just unlocked a whole bunch of other stuff. Green belts, turrets, more power poles, better ore processing. Wow. That's a whole heap of stuff that we now need to research as well. Multi-roboports now, not a big issue. Better power poles and substations, and logistics slots are good. Yeah, so we got purple belts, turbo ones, and then that leads into ultimates. Alright. I mean, this is only 50, but as I said, there's a lot of, I think it was last episode I said, there's a lot of stuff that we're at now where it's not going to really add anything new. So I was looking around, and I think I've crafted them. These things here, the thermal water extractors. I made lithium for our lithium batteries using the brown stuff, I think it was. Oh, I've asked this to make nuclear reactors too. I just want one. So let's see how it is. I just wasn't going to stand there and craft it with the 500 of each thing in my inventory. Where is it? So here's all my steam powered stuff and mining drills. I have crafted 2 more lots of power generation here. But this stuff here, the lithium batteries required lithium cobalt oxide, which I was getting from this stuff, the brown algae. Now apparently the other way of getting lithium, and I'm just squeezing through my whole base here, and apologies if that is a bit weird. If you look on the map down here, there's these orange dots. I just don't know what to research. Everything requires stuffs. That's only cheap. How are you going? Only 4,000 left. Alright, so down here, this is a bit of a walk. Zoom out a little. Ah, these things are great. Ooh, and we're getting that stuttering again. Let me zoom back out. That may be better for you guys. Down here, we have these things, these fissures. Now they allow us to put thermal water extractors. Might, yeah, that's alright. Turn you that way. Alright, so these guys allow us to get lithium apparently. So let's hook our pipes up. Like this. Okay. And I'm going to need to bring power down here, so I'll run power on the way back. Okay, let's do this. It helps if I actually get them to connect together, right? Right. So I need to run pipe back and power. Let's do one then the other. Power's easier. So I can just hold the button down and walk. Loop. Okay, so they should now have power. Strain casting's finished. You're a 50 as well. And then I need to bring the water back. So I don't want to do the processing down here. I figure it's a lot easier to bring it up to the base, or somewhat near the base. I currently have something in my eye, which is fantastic. I just love it when all of a sudden you're sitting there and something decides, you know what, I'm going to irritate you now. Ooh, that's better. Get out of my way. Silly things. Aha. Yeah, this is probably fine, bringing it up to somewhere near the base. Okay. Again, that was completed really fast. Okay. So we now have this thermal water. So if we go up into FNEI, and we've got thermal water here. Usage for this, there's not heaps. I mean, there's 9 pages of it, but cupric sludge, I haven't found any of this ore yet. So I don't know if that's natural gas. I don't know if I need to go further out, but I haven't. More water. I haven't really found any of those ore deposits, so I don't know if I'm doing something incorrect or whether they just didn't spawn or for whatever reason, because I'm pretty sure crushed cupric ore. Ah, no, this one you need to mix them together. I see. In a crusher. Okay, fair enough. I always thought it was a something else. And then again, it's one moment. Right, sorry about that. The mailman was at the door, so I had to go and collect a parcel. Let's continue doing our things here. Okay, so where were we? We were looking. I was getting sidetracked. Usage of this stuff, we can turn it into other bits and pieces like red algae, and that is used for all sorts of stuff. What I want to use thermal water for is just turning it into lithia to start with. So what I might do is put a tank here, but we can do lithia water in a hydro plant. So let's see, do I have a tank? Research is finished, what a shock. Do I have enough materials? Oh, I can make a hydro... Oh, I have a hydro plant too, that's cool. Tank. Big tank. Nope. Tank. This guy is what I like making. Just need some stone bricks, honestly. Because can't be bothered walking all the way over there. Let's have them deliver it to me if I can find stone bricks. 100's fine. Okay, so we'll just get rid of that one. And then I'm going to want, obviously, the tank, which I think is a 3x3. And we're going to want some more research to be done. So these were good because they were really just small 50 unit ones. Okay, there's some stone. Excellent. Can I make that tank now, please? I can make 4 of them. Excellent. This thing holds 350,000. That's fine. So that's going to take a little while to make iron pipes. And something will come and deliver me some iron. Let's grab this guy. Turn him around. I'm going to place him here. And we are going to be converting thermal to lithia water. We're going to get 2 products. That's interesting, actually. Because I am struggling. I think that's purified water. I'm struggling a lot with purified water lately. We are using a lot in our ore processing. And things being what they are, I need to generate more. Oh, so it's smaller than I thought. You can get there. Fill on up. Okay, so we got this going. Probably wouldn't hurt to make a couple more of these. You know what I'm going to do with this? Let's. Is it? Pretty sure it's. Sometimes this is a pain. Yeah, purified water. Excellent. So I'm going to do a barreling system for that, and I'm going to push it over to the other side. I've got a couple of tanks here, so you know what, I'm just going to use the tanks that I've got instead of waiting for another one to be crafted. And then I'm going to whack the barreling pump on the end of that. We're going to say purified water. Yep. Give it some power. And then we need to do the obligatory this and say barrel. Awesome, that'll go. That'll be fine. It'll do its thing. So let's do what's next with the lithia water. So uses for this. So we can push it straight into a chemical furnace and get lithium chloride. And that is basically what we're going to do, because this is something we need. So let's grab a electric multi-purpose furnace. Really? It's just okay, chemical furnace or multi-purpose furnace. So let's just search for furnace. Ooh, the multi-purpose is a nice thing. I'm gonna make the chemical one for now. I'm gonna actually set it up so it can craft these, because that's quite handy and it's fast. Uses a bit more power, but it's quite fast. So do I have one of, there it is. Let's see. This guy, you are going to be making that one. Nice. Rotate it around. Pipe it in. And provider. Just keep everything nice and do a couple of stacks down here. That's cool. This is just kind of a backup, I guess. It'll do the job. Nice. So that's just another way of getting the lithia water or the lithium, however you want to go with it. Do anything small still? Probably not. Multi-purpose furnace. So here we go. No idea these things existed. They're all relatively small. Let's just do that. Alright, so this will do this. We need to go and make the other end of the barreling system. So this will actually do something. Turn on up. I don't think I added barreling. No, I didn't. Because I need another one of them, thanks. Awesome. Again, this will have to move stuff right across the map, but in a way, we've got lots of bots floating around. I'm not all that worried about things having to go across the map. You can see here we really are struggling with water. This supposedly has 48,000 in it, but it's weird. It's like it doesn't want to take it out of it, so I'm really considering doing something like this. And you know what? Yoink! Just going to cut that off for the moment. Because this line goes into here. Maybe this doesn't need to be this huge tank. Maybe this should have been direct out of here. Let's rearrange a little. So we've got all these pipes going elsewhere. What I kind of want to do is I kind of want to cut this off. I want this to go straight into here, but nowhere else, and then bring this line out. So we use this as a storage. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's cut this off. Like that. And then we can bring... whoops, this out this way. And what we could do actually is grab another pump. Drop the pump in here. Give it power. And this will enable this to deliver water. Where are you headed off to? Literally nowhere. That goes nowhere. Cool. We'll use this side for the pump, the barreling pump then, which I should have made. Where it is. You can go there. And then same sort of idea. You can request purified water barrels. Nice. And you are doing purified emptying. So this has got 14 on their way, I guess. Here they come. Empty barrels are going to go straight back out. Cool. So it's nothing amazing, but it's just a little bit of a boost to from something we were already making. I don't know whether I'm purging any purified water. I think I might be actually. I think there's something down. Maybe not. Oh no, it's the saline water I'm purging out. It's cool. We've got compressed air being generated here so that we can make the oxygen. Struggling with the oxygen. Lots of nitrogen, and you're not doing anything? No? Or is it just generating that much that... No, you're broken. Why is there steam in that pipe? where... Oh, look. What a derp. What a derp on my part. How am I going to fix this? Oh gosh. Pick you up. That really was a an error on my part. Functioning again, things going excellent. This does just chew the compressed air up, turning it into oxygen, but it'll do. Purified water, I have these guys here. This is producing steam and turning it into purified water through a cooling tower. It's a pretty cool little way of doing it. But it means we're keeping up with our purified water being pumped into these systems. Now remember, this is just top-up valved, so it'll recycle as much as it can, but then eventually it does need to top back up with water. This is jammed. What are you missing? Oh, something is missing. It's normally in this pipe. Ah, sulfuric acid. So yes, we're struggling with the old sulfuric acid because this system is broken. However, I managed to do that. Don't ask me. I don't know. On the plus side, we are doing okay with sulfur now. It's definitely using up the sulfur that we were overloaded with before. Lots of stuff that require things. Anyway, let's just take a quick look over here. I do believe it is time to wrap up. No, couple minutes. Well, let's look into this. So yeah, I went and cleaned things up around here. We're not getting as much backlog here, and the train is now operating a lot more efficiently. It seems to be delivering more than it is just hanging about at the top there, which is good. So, you know what, let's take a quick drive up the top. Ow. I don't know why I drove straight into that thing then. So things up here. Whoops. That's one way to park your car, right? You can drive it on the belt. Let me out. Don't just jump out of a vehicle. Yeah, so this is kind of getting jammed up. I was going to say this is working better now, but oh, that's full. It's full. Okay, so it is just waiting on Critinium. So it does work all right, because these still have some material in them from the processing. And it is these things honestly should be enough. We got 4 rows of 10. You can have 4 rows of 10 in here. Like that, that's fine. It would be enough, but this is just taking a while to fill. Do I just have like yellow belts here? Is that the problem? It's the problem. Oh my gosh. We could have been loading so much faster. Just got a lot of bodmanium. A lot. I think things are doing alright. Whoops. Let's go. Let that do its thing. Alright, so with this, I'm going to wrap up the episode. Things being what they are, this is all cruising out now. And yes, it is inefficient to have the two things in the one, or the four in the one cargo wagon, but that's okay. Anyway, look at this one. Look at these backed up. See, we're definitely producing well. I'm going to wrap up here. Thank you all for watching. Please leave your comments in the section down below. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.